Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I'd do a little Christmas gift guide and some inspiration and some ideas for you. The majority of the brands are independent and there is the usual beauty inspired, if it be skincare or there's some hair care. There's also the candles from Shearer that I always love, and they've got out their new festive collection. So I hope you enjoy it, hope you find it relaxing and hopefully a bit helpful. And in addition to what I'd filmed, I just wanted to show you these quickly because I'm getting to that age now where I absolutely love when it's a food inspired gift too. So I don't know if anyone's a fan of donuts, but I thought this was a really cute gift for someone. Maybe it was Secret Santa, or maybe it's a friend that you know just loves their tea or coffee. You know I love my mugs, so I will definitely be using this. This was only £10 and it's a little Krispy Kreme mug and it's a little donut shaped chocolates. So that was something that I thought was just totally up my street. And then the other thing, you have slowly been learning that I've got a QVC addiction. Sometimes I've got it under control, sometimes it all falls apart. And at Christmas, I love watching the food shows. Anyone that knows Andy Peters, I love watching his Food Fest with Dale. So it's not even a guilty pleasure because I just love it, but I do limit myself to what I'll try every year. So this year I thought I would try, and when I say try, I might give them to people as gifts or I might just have to keep them for myself. But these are the Churchills biscuits, and every year Churchill is an independent. I think it's just biscuits and sweets that they specialise in, but an independent here in the UK. And every year, all through the year, they have different tins that they create, and the attention to detail. And I fell for this because it was just beautiful. So these are, and it actually said they've been painted by Adrian Chesterman, but what they do is they emboss the tins so that it really is almost like a 3D. They always have a theme, so this is the Hollywood glamour, and even just all around the tin is this beautiful attention to detail. So one of the packs is salted caramel and milk chocolate chunk biscuits, one is white chocolate and raspberry. And when you open them, they've got the foil packed biscuits in them. So I will very carefully open this because I don't want to hurt your ears. Take my time, there we go. And what you get, so you can even see just inside, it really is full attention to detail. And I always justify these purchases by saying, oh, I can use that tin for something else, definitely. And then you get your double pack of biscuits. As you can see, that's there. So I think this came out at about £7 a tin, which for a Christmas gift, I think when you realise the attention to detail in it, the fact that you're reusing it, and again, you've got those independently made biscuits and you've got the 2 packs. I think at the end of it, I'm just looking to see how many there are. I don't think it tells you exactly how many biscuits there are here in the tin, but you could definitely go online and have a look. I just think these are thoughtful gifts that you would invest in because, again, it's something a little bit different. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the gift ideas, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. So what you'll notice is the majority of these gift ideas are from independent brands. No prizes for guessing the 1 or 2 that are not independent, so let's start with them first. So I thought this was a really, really cute idea. It's the Oreo cookie tin, and quite a lot of the time, especially when we all have different jobs that we do and you just need sometimes just really cute tins just to keep things in, or maybe every year you like to keep some of your Christmas things in them. I was completely drawn to this because I just thought it was such a lovely Christmassy idea. So you can see on the sides they've got the little candy canes and the different Oreos, and then inside you've got your golden, your original, and your chocolate. So this is something that you could imagine that if you just wanted to thank a neighbour for something, or it was a little minding, maybe you might even be a student at college and you just want to give something to one of your lecturers, or even just for yourselves at Christmas time. I just think this is so cute. I've seen it for about £2.50, £4, so I think it's under a £5, and it's such a lovely, cute gift. And it also makes me laugh because there was a time when I was younger when I would have thought, oh, who wants biscuits as a gift? But as you get older, you tell me what age, I think for me it was somewhere in my 20s, all of a sudden biscuits becomes an amazing gift. And when you see them, you think, Oh, I cannot wait to open that and get started with a cup of tea. So I thought that was a really nice gift for under a £5. So let's go for the other food related gift that's not independent, the Bournville. So again, this is under £5, and they also do one that's a Cadbury's, I think it's dairy milk, fruit and nut, whole nut. But what's really nice about this is it's like a nice alternative to the sort of gift selections, the selection boxes, but it's themed, so it's taking you through the years. So it's all the different styles of Bournville, all the different packaging. So sometimes it's for people that just, obviously, if you love the chocolate, then that's a winner. But sometimes if you want to get someone a little gift and you don't know what they like, but it's just in that zone that they know that you've put some thought in. Other times it can be someone that's a little bit older that can appreciate, and they might even say, oh, I remember when it looked like that. Me personally, that's the oldest that I remember, the 1980s one. So I definitely remember when Bournville looked like that. Obviously that's now. That is your 50s style, and I believe that's your 30s style. So these are really nice, thoughtful gifts, either for someone that you know enjoys the product, or they like a little bit of modern history, or just again for someone where you want them to know that you've put a little bit of thought through. So this one is under £5, and again, it's something that I think if you're a chocolate lover, if you like something sweet with your tea or your coffee, that's a safe gift to get someone, or as I say, put that aside for Christmas Day for the family. Okay, so now we're on to our fully independent gifts. So let's start with Seams. So if you were to buy someone a Seams hand cream, it comes really nicely packaged. So it's obvious now. If you want it to be a surprise, then you can wrap the packaging beyond it because it does have seams over it. But look at just how vibrant and just eye-catching it is. So straight away when you open it, you know you've got a special product. As I say, it's really nicely packaged. It comes in the tissue. You've got your product within the box. Very clear exactly what the product is. If you want to look at my Seams video, then I'll pop a link in the description box. But again, I think the Seams product would be perfect for anyone who really needs to or enjoys looking after their hands. They either need to look after their hands because they've got a job that might dry out the skin, or they want to look after their hands because they care so much about making sure that they don't get the dehydration that can be easily avoided. And again, as I was chatting with you about in the video, Seams is a very innovative product because it was created by Karen, who realised that she needed a product when she was working with fashion items. I think it was millinery that she was doing the course in, and she needed a moisturiser that did not transfer any oil or any residue onto the fabric she was working on. What's really good about Seams is if you actually follow them on social, you'll see that they're so often being picked up by the industry as a go-to brand that's effective and does what you need it to do and doesn't cause any slide. So Seams is currently the hand cream of choice at the UK X Factor, and that tells you everything you need to know because they'll be using very expensive fashion. They'll be wearing items that will cost hundreds into thousands. But a lot of the contestants will also be using mics, and they cannot afford to have any slip when they're holding a mic. So if you want to get someone a very thoughtful gift to do with hand care, then I would say definitely check out Seams, and you can buy either the single or the doubles as gifts. Okay, next is a new one, and I'm going to also be doing a little demo on this, and this is Murdoch London. So again, a really clever independent brand. I'm seeing them all over social media, so it was quite a nice synergy that they then popped up on my radar and we got in touch. So this is for, not necessarily for the men, but it's definitely geared towards you. But again, as I always say, if you like a product and it's what you're looking for, then get it regardless. But it's geared towards the gentleman, and it's Murdoch London, How to Give Good Style. So it's a volume and texture specialising kit made in England. You've got your matte mud, your vintage pomade and your sea salt spray. Now this is so well presented, very stylish. There's a lot of weight to this too, so that's good value. Tells you exactly on the back what you get. So that's how the tin looks. Again, I absolutely love really nice tins because my thought is always, okay, what can I use this for once we're done? That's got a really nice finish to it too. And again, obviously the embossing, that is completely something that I would say, right, if I bought it for someone that I knew and I knew they wouldn't keep the tin, I would say to them, if you're not going to use the tin after you're finished with it, give me a shout because I definitely will. And it's hinged too, so that's extra 10 out of 10 brownie points for that. Very nice branding. And as you can see, here's our products. Now, this has got a lovely smell. I'm smelling a very citrus scent here, so that is, you can tell, as I always say, if you can smell it and you get that lovely, it smells like aromatherapy essential oil, so I'll be having a little look at this in our next video. So that is your sea salt spray, and that is to inject instant volume and matte texture. This is our vintage pomade, again all made in England. Very nice packaging, very classic. And again, murdochlondon.com very clearly tells you, because you know sometimes if you get someone a gift and they might not be familiar with the brand, the first thing they want to do is maybe search out the brand, Google it and just see more about it. So easy to find out immediately what the website is, so that's clever too. So this is the pomade that gives a classic sleek finish and strong hold. And then we've got our matte mud, and that is to give a dry matte finish and strong hold. So I'm intending to do, some of you have asked for a little demo just on some hair care tips, so I'll be including that in that too. But that's such a nice, a really thoughtful gift too for any of the men in your life, or if you just want to treat yourself. Okay, moving on, let's move these over here. So these are our Shearer candles, and some of you might actually see at the moment, I don't know if it's UK wide or just in Scotland, but there's actually an advert on, and it's Shearer's been selected as one of the independent brands to feature in it, and it's lovely seeing the brand in this advert explaining exactly how they came to be and what's involved in being such a successful independent that is exporting all over the world to their clients absolutely everywhere. So congratulations to Shearer for that. And also, again, the year on year, their different collections for all the seasons are always absolutely stunning and really innovative. And as I've always said, I cannot believe that a brand of the calibre of Shearer can create candles that are this quality, and these ones are under £10. So this is the current Christmas, the winter festive collection. And again, the game that I was playing when I opened them was I could actually name what I thought the fragrance was before I looked at the label, because they are so distinctive, so potent and so rich with fragrance that if they smell that good before you've lit them, then when you actually do light them and you give them about 20 minutes just to start to fragrance the room, everyone will start commenting and telling you, oh, that is absolutely stunning, that smells exactly like this or exactly like that. And we start with Amaretto Biscotti. So this one says it's fresh, true almond biscuit, toasted with crushed pistachios and garnished with ripe, juicy cherries. And it really does smell exactly like that. They've got it spot on. The next one we've got here is Gingerbread Man. And it says crunchy biscuit, crystallised ginger, a scattering of sugared cardamom dressed with star anise and candy cane. And again, look at the packaging, it's so cute. And again, that's how it's looking in there. Nice wick as well. You don't have to worry too much about, you know, very occasionally when you buy a candle, you feel as if you don't have a long enough wick to start with. Absolutely no issues there. And as I've said previously in Shearer videos, these ones are so easy to transport, and they're a great idea either for a gift or again, just if you want to dot them around and just fragrance the room at this time of year. It's really nice as well to either keep the same fragrance running throughout or different fragrances for different rooms. But again, we've spoken about this before, just never leave your candle unattended, even if it's in the tin. Don't take chances. Next, we've got our mulled wine. And again, just all of the graphics are So well thought out. They really do evoke exactly what your scent is. And the mulled wine is a warming recipe of nutmeg, cloves and festive fruits. And it's splashed with cinnamon sticks, star anise and citrus. Again, that's how your candle's looking. Then we've got salted caramel, and you can see that. Sugar addicts will probably go for this one. So salted caramel is soft and creamy caramel squares with hints of rich dark vanilla sprinkled with sea salt crystals. If you've not had anything to eat and you're getting peckish, I will not be helping you here, so I'm sorry about that. Just wait until we get to the cakes too. So again, that's another very pleasant candle. I don't know how they do it. They just, you know, sometimes you do smell candles, especially ones that are chocolate or vanilla. Sometimes they can be just not quite right. I don't know what Shearer do, but they always just mimic it perfectly. And here's the final one. It's very festive candy cane. And of course you've got your candy canes all around the tin. And it is sweet and sticky candy cane with top notes of fresh mint, candy floss and vanilla. And again, that's your candle there, and just a lovely, you get this one smells so authentic that I would argue if you asked someone to close their eyes and said, smell that and tell me what you think it is, they would probably think that you actually had a candy cane for them, and they would either be over the moon that you gave them a candle, or they would take the candle from you and ask for a candy cane too. It's that authentic. That is so nice. So we'll leave the cake till last because I also want to show you, as you know, Seascape. Let's bring this over here. So again, I've got quite a few videos on Seascape, and it's a lovely independent brand. And why I want to show you it for Christmas gift ideas are that these would be perfect to either create your own, it could be like a gift bag, or rather than doing, sometimes people think that you can only ever do baskets if it's filled with food. How lovely would it be to create a hamper for someone and it's actually filled with beautiful, high quality, but you know it's affordable, essential oil and aromatherapy products. So I've got some of the kids ones, and again the Les Petites I thought would be a great choice for some Christmas gift ideas for a couple of reasons. So as you know, they are specifically made for children's skin, but if you're very sensitive, they're ideal for you too. So what I thought would be great about the Les Petites could be if you've got some kids in the house and they want a little bit of independence, maybe they want to have their own bubble bath, they want to be in control of running their bath so that they feel they've got their independence, they're copying what you do, then you can say, right, okay, you've got your bubble bath now, we've got ours, and then you can allow them to prepare. Sometimes that can be a really good tip for if you struggle with the nighttime routine, getting them settled down. It could also be if someone's a little bit older, but they're maybe still in their sort of, I'd say maybe 12 or under. They might have a little bit of sensitivity, or they might just not be ready for the sort of more mature products, or sometimes you don't want them to use products that are either too filled with different ingredients, or maybe the perfumes are a bit too strong. So you could say, right, let's start you off in these. We'll get you used to your different aromatherapy blends. We'll get you used to quality products and start them on this so that you can then very carefully, in a very controlled way, introduce them to higher quality products, especially if there's sensitivities. You know, sometimes there's a bit of eczema or dermatitis. It can be good to start with these. Likewise, a very mindful gift, maybe you're doing Secret Santa, or maybe it's someone you don't know well enough to know exactly what style of products that they like and what they don't like. Sometimes just little mindful gifts. So the Soothe Sleep Oil, or you also get the Awake Oil, that's a very nice thoughtful gift. You can't go wrong with lip balm because everybody either needs it. If they don't use it, this could be a nice reason to get them it. So either needs it or would benefit from using it. And it doesn't need to be a lip balm, again, like we said before. You don't need to wear it during the day. It could just be something that you pop on before bed. And again, a body butter. Just these are a few ideas, but Seascape would be a great one to test the waters with someone and either introduce them to a nice quality range to aromatherapy products, or even just, you know, a little mindful gift for someone, maybe even just a little thank you. So I would suggest you look on the website too, because they might be creating some very nice, very well thought out packaged Christmas box sets too. It's always worth a look. But some people I know don't like to buy the pre-box sets, they like to make their own. So the choice is always yours. And then the last one, I haven't ate this because I'm saving it for us. So I can't guarantee that after this video I will not just bust it right open and get started. But I love the thought of this. So this is the Original Cake Company. Now I saw this on QVC. It was about £20, which I know sounds like a lot of money. But when you think about, and believe me, this is when you know you're a cake addict. When you break down the cost per cake and you justify it that way, you know that you love your treats. So these are all handmade, and what you get is 12 cakes, 12 different cakes that they have handmade in their factory, made in the UK. I think it's in Lincoln. And it works out. No, I'm not obsessed, but for me, it worked out at £1.66 per cake. And the first thing I thought was, oh, well, that's cheaper than a coffee shop. I can do that. And again, because it's an independent brand, I thought, okay, we can also justify it because we're supporting an independent business. But just look at this. Can you imagine either getting this for your own Christmas for the house, or getting this as a gift for someone? Maybe you split it up and put it into different hampers for people. Just, I thought, again, it's actually quite a big bit of cake for one person. So me personally, I could quite easily say to somebody, okay, who wants to try half each? And if you weren't eating it every day and you spaced it out over the course of, and again, I've not looked specifically, but I do think it's got quite a few months shelf life. I think different cakes have different shelf lives. But for instance, this one, best before the 8th of November. So we've got about, I'd say about 2 weeks on this particular cake for me. So I know I've got to eat that soon. And by the way, that is a lemon and blueberry sponge cake. I would split that with someone. So just going through the cakes, because it has to be done. So that was lemon and blueberry. This one is raspberry ripple sponge cake. What else have we got? This is just the dream for me. This one, date and walnut cake. That's actually July, best before July next year. So that's got a long date life on it. Then we have got cherry bakewell sponge. This looks good. Belgian chocolate truffle cake with white chocolate chunks. Oh, who's going to share these with me? Just leave a comment if you fancy having half, and we'll go halfers with a cup of tea. Belgian chocolate and orange truffle cake. I've yet to find one that I would happily donate to someone. So far, I'm having every single one. Belgian chocolate truffle cake with malted balls. That'll be Maltesers. Not allowed to say Maltesers. Oh, that looks good. Salted caramel truffle cake. Oh, this has got weight to it. So this must be a fruit cake. Brandy, truffle and nut cake. Yeah, that feels like a fruit cake. This is another quite heavy one. This is a cherry and almond topped fruit cake. Fruit cake's always the sturdy ones. Another sturdy one. Look at that, that's so cute. This is very cherry fruit cake. And the last one, again, oh, look at that. Luxury jewel topped fruit cake. So this probably came about a week ago. We're now we're in the last week of October. Some of the cakes have got a date life of about 3 weeks since they arrived, but then it goes all the way up to March and then July next year. So that's quite a good selection. And it also means that you do not have to buy your cakes and start eating them all at once. So you could actually spread it out and really take your time with it. So that's just a little idea of some Christmas gifts, either for yourself or for others. Again, majority independent, but please let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.